Contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Main News. The headlines. Government boosts community forest management. The Zambia Police Service has dismissed reports of suspected child trafficking. And mass evacuations as southern China braces fostering a storm of the year. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. The government, in partnership with the Worldwide Fund for Nature (WWF), has boosted forest protection efforts in Western Province. A total of 163 bicycles and assorted fire management equipment have been handed over to 28 community forestry management groups in Sioma, Sesheke, and Mwandi districts. These support that helping local communities improve their mobility, forest and natural resources. Western Province Pelwa says the move reflects government's strong protecting biodiversity, conserving ecosystems, and promoting the sustainable use of forest and water resources. WWF's Regional Adaptation Program Senior Manager Bowen Banda explained that the equipment will help protect over 323,000 hectares of community-managed forest land across the 3 districts. Traditional leaders in the area have welcomed this support, saying it will go a long way in helping communities manage wildfires, preserve forests, and protect nature for future generations. The Zambia Police Service has dismissed reports of suspected child trafficking involving a 12-year-old girl who was recently found at an orphanage in Lusaka West. Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga said the report, which went viral on a named Facebook page, alleged that the girl had been trafficked, given a new identity as Tasila Lungu, and had blood withdrawn at the Mothers Without Borders orphanage for unknown reasons. However, following investigations by the Child Protection Unit, police have established that the girl was not abducted but instead left after a domestic dispute with her mother. Mr. Hamonga said there is no evidence to support claims of child trafficking or ritual activity. He has since cautioned the public and media houses against circulating unverified reports, warning that spreading false information, especially on sensitive issues like child trafficking, can cause public panic and damage reputations. The police service is urging parents and guardians to take an active role in monitoring and guiding their children to prevent such incidences.
The story of abduction, she claimed to have been forced into a car in a busy area, but made no attempt to raise alarm, and no physical injuries consistent with abduction were observed. 2. The name Tasila Lungu was never officially adopted, but rather given as a nickname by staff at the orphanage due to a resemblance. Blood tests conducted at Mothers Without Borders orphanage were part of the routine medical assessment required for all children admitted into the facility, not for any ulterior motives. 4. The girl gave inconsistent accounts of her circumstances both to her parents and the orphanage, including falsely representing herself as an orphan to secure admission.
Energy Minister Makoso Chikote says Zambia is making steady progress under the Presidential Solar Initiative, with 125 megawatts of solar power already commissioned out of the targeted 1,000 megawatts by December 2025. The initiative was launched under a directive from President Hakainde Hichilema aimed at boosting energy security through clean and reliable solar power. Mr. Chikote revealed that two major plants are already contributing to the grid: the 100 megawatt Chisamba solar PV plant in Chisamba district and the 25 megawatt Mailo solar PV plant in Serenge. He says more projects are coming online soon, including Mansa solar PV plant 50 megawatts, Kasupe I solar project 7.5 megawatts, Green Cities project of ZESCO with 110.1 megawatts, rooftop solar on public buildings 77.5 megawatts, Microgen and Telecom tower projects 40 megawatts, rural electrification off grid 1.8 megawatts, private sector solar projects 162 megawatts. These projects are expected to add over 425 megawatts of new power by the end of next year, cutting reliance on electricity imports and improving supply stability across the country. The minister added that beyond 2025, Zambia is also on track to bringing 1,500 megawatts of new utility solar scale solar and 835 megawatts from coal-fired power plants.
The Presidential Solar Initiative. Madam Speaker, recognizing the need for lasting solution, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, directed me as a minister in charge of energy to ensure we develop at least 1,000 megawatts of solar capacity by December 2025 under the Presidential Solar Initiative. This bold program is already gaining momentum with significant new capacity coming online.
President Hakainde Hichilema today hosted the Litunga Lubosi Imweko II and Paramount Chief Mpezeni IV at State House. The high-level meeting focused on preserving Zambia's rich cultural heritage, promoting economic and social development, and strengthening dialogue between government and traditional leadership. President Hichilema described traditional leaders as respected custodians of culture and key partners in national development. He stressed the importance of collaboration with chiefs in addressing issues affecting local communities, saying their role in connecting citizens and government is vital to building unity, respect, and service across the country. Sinda Town Council has noted with concern reports that some unscrupulous individuals are contacting members of the public, particularly those shortlisted for the Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ recruitment, and falsely claiming that they can secure inclusion on the final list in exchange for money. Public Relations Officer Falesi Banda says the council wishes to categorically state that it is not in any way involved in such calls or dealings. Ms. Banda therefore advised to disregard these fraudulent claims and avoid making any payments, as the ECZ recruitment exercise is conducted entirely free of charge. Sinda Town Council further cautions the public to remain alert and not fall victim to these scams. She says the perpetrators of such criminal activities will be pursued and brought to justice. The council remains committed to safeguarding the interests of the community and urges members of the public to seek information regarding ECZ recruitment strictly through official communication channels. And in other news trending this evening, the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation has noted that Lukanga Water Supply and Sanitation Company Limited has successfully restored the supply of safe and treated water to Zambia Railways compound in Kabwe following a recent contamination incident. The Acton Institute for Policy Analysis Center has commended President Hakainde Hichilema for his continued efforts to combat illegal mining in Zambia, describing the initiative as vital to maintaining national peace, stability, and sustainable development. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Renowned climate-smart agriculture expert Oliver Bulaya has raised concerns over the rapidly increasing rate of deforestation, warning that current tree planting efforts remain insufficient in addressing the growing environmental crisis. Dr. Bulaya has noted that while tree planting initiatives are ongoing, they fall significantly short when compared to the scale of ecosystem destruction taking place. He has emphasized that without coordinated and deliberate efforts involving the private sector, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and government agencies, the effects of climate change will continue to erode Zambia's socio-economic potential. Dr. Bulaya commended Absa Bank for its proactive environmental initiatives, including tree planting, and urged more companies and members of the business community to follow suit in supporting sustainable practices. He further advocated for stronger collaboration with specialized environmental and biodiversity units to enhance community capacity in conservation efforts and practical reforestation activities.
Our national potential across all sectors. Agriculture and other industries are increasingly affected by reduced productivity and also electricity shortage. We commend, APSA for many years that has been active, providing initiatives in tree planting, and we urge companies across the country, including the business community, to support similar efforts. We advocate for collaboration with specialized, units, NGOs, government entities to enhance community capacity, building in environmental and biodiversity protection, as well as in practical tree planting initiatives.
Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, China has evacuated hundreds of thousands of people and ordered at least 10 cities to close schools and some businesses as the strongest storm of the year bears down on its southern coast. Hong Kong has upgraded its typhoon warning to 8, just 2 levels below the maximum ahead of the arrival of Super Typhoon Ragasa. The storm is expected to make landfall in China's Guangdong province on Wednesday, where some 370,000 people have been evacuated so far, as authorities warn of a catastrophic situation. And in sports news, FC Musa coach Noah Piri says the technical bench has taken positive lessons from the team's 1-0 defeat to Mufulira Wanderers. Speaking on a post-match interview, Piri described the defeat as painful but promised to make amends in the next fixture. Despite the loss, Piri expressed optimism, highlighting that the team will learn from the experience. The elegant Dynamites will face Red Arrows in Lusaka this weekend, looking to bounce back from the defeat. And now, the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
The evening is mainly clear, windy at times, and warm. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. The government, in partnership with the Worldwide Fund for Nature, has boosted forest protection efforts in Western Province. The Zambia Police Service has dismissed reports of suspected child trafficking involving a 12-year-old girl who was recently found at an orphanage in Lusaka West. And finally, China has evacuated hundreds of thousands of people and ordered at least 10 cities to close schools and some businesses as the strongest storm of the year bears down on its southern coast. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the evening.